You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny schnoz. And if you ever saw it, you would really say it does. Alright. Continuing with the Rankin Bass specials, which we are only doing two. We are now on Rudolph's the red-nosed reindeer. And so I didn't realize this was an hour special. They're all half-hour ones, but this is an hour special. We're on day 11 of the 12 days of Christmas. And I'm going to keep on trying to get all three of these done tonight. It is about 9:45. I'm going to keep on going with this. So, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer tells the story of a Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, a reindeer born with a shiny red nose. Now, something I didn't realize, or forgot about, was that in this version, Rudolph is the son of Donner, and his wife, Mrs. Donner, couldn't be Vixen and Cupid. I'm assuming those are the two females. I always assumed Vixen was a female. But, yeah, I didn't realize. Apparently Donner is the head reindeer, which I always thought Blitzen was. I guess. Yeah, and so Rudolph, he's born with a shiny nose, which, Donner thinks is going to, exile him from the rest of them. So he puts a fake black nose on him, but it doesn't work. It falls off when they're playing the reindeer game. So, of course, like the song says, Rudolph's not allowed to play any reindeer games, and he's outcast like a misfit. Speaking of misfits, we also have Hermie, the elf who wants to be a dentist. And that also makes him a misfit, because all elves have to be elves, toy makers, I guess. They have no other choice. They're born into being toy makers. Much like with the Star Wars in the First Order, you are born into being a stormtrooper. And that's just that version of Star Wars. The original version, they were clones, apparently. But, yes, so Rudolph and Hermie, they end up meeting, and they go to the island of Misfit Toys. And on that island, they meet an abominable snowman and a woodsman by the name of Woodsman. I can't remember his name for the life of me. Coconut Jimbo. I like that name. It's not his name, but I like that. Coconut Jimbo. Which is what I'm going to call him because I can't remember his name. So they meet Coconut Jimbo, right? And Coconut Jimbo knows how to take care of abominable snowmen. Right? So he fights the abominable snowman and supposedly falls to his death off a cliff. But then find out later that Coconut Jimbo survived because the abominable snowmen, they bounce. And that's what he says. But yes, that is the story. They bounce. Coconut Jimbo is his name because I can't remember his real name, so that's what we gotta call him. Coconut Jimbo. I don't know. So I noticed something off when this started. The sound. So I didn't mention this, but the Frosty the Snowman one was remastered pretty well. The sound was good. The animation looked great. The way it looked. It's 4.3, but it looked like it was remastered pretty well. This, while it looked better, it sounded still a little off. Granted, this is an older special, and it is done with stop motion rather than just animation. But it overall worked, except for one thing. The noise that kept throwing me off, that new noise when his nose glows. and it made me go like this because it's annoying. It's like boop. This is kind of gets you. It hits your ear right. It's like, oof. And my hearing's not the best anyway, but it hits that, you know. So they do quite a bit throughout the special to show it. So we went through the thing, you know. His boy Rudolph, red-nosed reindeer had a shiny nose. You ever saw it? You say it glows. The other reindeer left and called him names. We're not playing reindeer games. And then we got a foggy Christmas Eve, which in this story is actually a snowstorm, which I think works better than just a foggy evening. A snowstorm is something much more crucial. You know, in Santa, you put headlights on that thing, you'll be able to get through, right? But, you know. And so, he says it verbatim. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And I said, what would it be if he said that? Rudolph was like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna go take a nap. You know, and it serves him right? All these people, they bash him. They say, hey, you suck. Your nose is shiny and red. We don't want you around. And then Santa's like, oh, I need this shiny nosed reindeer, right, to guide me now. Oh, now you need him, right? Right. Well, now you need me. Screw you, Santa Claus. Oh, I'm no good to you unless, you know, the storm you can't see through. Ooh. I digest. He does eventually guide the sleigh, and they go to the Island of Misfit Toys and give them toys. By the way, there's a Jack in the box, and he's a misfit because his name is Charlie. Because nobody wants a Charlie in the box. That ain't the dumbest shit. They're misfits just to be misfits. His name is Charlie, so he's a misfit. The elf wants to be a dentist and not a toy maker. Oh, he's got a red nose. You know. It's basically the whole... It's like zombies. Anyone different from normal is, you know, is not accepted. Right? How the whole thing worked in the first one at least, right? Addison was afraid her white hair would make her too different and they'd exile her. No zombies, they're different. It was gonna be the same, so. Which I gotta mention, they gotta be the same, but there were different races there too. But that's fine. But no zombies, no people with white hair. It's a little hypocritical there. But I guess I'm not gonna go too deep into the racial problems because we gotta be equal, which is of course the right thing to do. So we can't ridicule those with different colored skin, but you're a zombie, you're a werewolf, you're an alien, you have a shiny nose, your name is not Jack, you want to be a dentist. I don't know. What if Santa couldn't grow a beard? Oh, you're Santa, you grow a beard, you can't be Santa. I don't know. Burl Ives plays the snowman guy and is the narrator and sings a couple songs. Songs in this, of course, are classic like Silver and Gold, Silver and Gold, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and of course a song that not many people might know came from this, but does. Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. It does come from this, you may not know. You know, this is one of the older specials. Kids today. Hey, the kids today. They don't know nothing. You know, you hear it and like, oh, you know, and I'll be like, you know, this is in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It was. It was towards the end of the movie. They singing Snowman. And I like how they make the snowman look like Burl Ives, the mustache and goatee thing. Because that's what he looked like. By the way, you want an underrated Burl Ives song? Look up Ugly Bug Ball by Burl Ives. It's from a movie, Practical Magic or something. It's from one of those 70s older Disney movies, and it was on one of the Disney sing-alongs. Come on, let's go to the ball, to the ball, to the ugly bug ball, to the ball, to the ball. yeah, this is a fun song. But yeah, it's classic, right? It's one of those things you gotta watch every year. Even if you end up just falling asleep in your chair, at least you can say, hey, I intended to watch it, you know. And much like with Frosty, though, it seems I forgot some of the plot here. Like, I don't know. I remember the elf who wants to be a dentist, but then and Eye on the Misfit Toys. But then the Abominable Snowman shows up. I'm like, oh yeah, that. And then Coconut Jimbo, which is his official name now, shows up. Oh, him, right? Okay, you know. So both Frosty and Rudolph had sequels. Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. And then there was Frosty Returns, the unofficial sequel. Frosty's Winter Wonderland, where he got a wife. And there was one more, but I forgot what it was. Also, a shout out to the Little Drummer Boy. But up a bum bum. Because that was another one I didn't watch as much as the other two. And I'm not going to get to it this year. Because I know when number 12 is going to be. Maybe next year. But you know the story of the Little Drummer Boy, right? Just to kind of, you know, he goes to see Jesus in the manger, but he has no presents, so he gets him the drum, bum, that whole thing. And I have no idea what the Cricket of the Hearth is. I had no idea. Santa Claus is Coming to Town is another great one. And as I'm watching this, it's still my favorite. It's the story of Santa Claus, but I love the songs. Burgermeister Burger. Just saying. So what are your thoughts on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.